Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial of C++ programming. So our today's topic is switch statement. So what is switch statement? Switch statement is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. We have learned if else condition in our previous lecture. So there, what was the main theory of if else? If a certain block of code will if it is true, then it will be executed, or if it is false, then we will skip that block of code and check the next condition, right? So switch is similar to if else. So you can say that switch is the simpler form of if else condition. Okay, so now we are going to see the syntax of switch statement, then we will solve a simple problem using this switch statement. Okay, so at first the syntax. So in VS Studio Code, if you write just switch and hit enter, here you can see it has generated the syntax for switch expression or switch statement. So here the expression, here you will give the parameter or the parameters you want to check, and this is our case. We in if else we have given condition, so here we will use case 1, case 2 as the condition, and after that you can see here the this is break. So what does this break mean? This break means that after executing this statement or this line of code or block of code, the program should stop executing, or it will go inside an infinite loop. Okay, that means if case 1 matches, then the block will be not executed further, it will give the break. Okay, so we use this break statement to get out of the program. Our next keyword which we can see is default. So default also works as else. We have learned about else in our previous lecture. So that means if case 1, case 2 or case 3 or the following cases doesn't match any of the cases or any of the condition, then we use this default. That means if neither condition matches, then we will, if you want to print a certain thing, we can use this default keyword. Okay, so let us take a problem for example and let us try to solve it using the switch statement, then we would be more clear. Okay, so let's jump into our problem solving part. So our problem is, write a C++ program that takes an integer input which will be from 1 to 7 from the user and prints the corresponding day of the week. Okay, so what is the thing that if the user inputs, if the user gives the input 1, okay, we will print like Monday, and if the user gives the input 2, we will print Tuesday. If the user gives input 3, then we will print Wednesday. Okay, so like this we are going to write our program. Okay, so at first what we should do is we should show the user a message, right? So for showing that message, I am giving the command cout enter a number which will be from 1 to 7. Okay, so in this line we are asking the user to give the number and where we will store the number. Okay, let me take that. So it will be stored inside a day. Okay, we didn't declare the day, so let us declare it int integer day. Okay, so we have declared a value which is day as integer. So whatever value the user gives, it will be stored inside our day function, day variable. Okay, now we are going to see how switch statement comes to work. So I am writing switch here. Okay, switch. Then inside switch we will send the parameter day. Like we want to check, right? Either it is day, if the user gives 1, we will print Saturday. If the user gives 2, we are printing Sunday. So we have to check, right, the what the user gives. So for that we are using this parameter. Okay, now curly braces. Now we comes our case. Okay, so we are writing case here, case 1. Okay, so like for case 1, we want that if the user gives 1, we are going to print out Saturday. Okay, end line. And then we want to step out from the block of code or the execution. Okay, so for that we are using this break. Okay, so this is our case 1. So again for case 2, what if the user gives the value 2, we are going to print cout Sunday. Okay, is going to end here. And if the case matches, and after finishing the execution of the code, we are going to give a break. That means don't execute the code any further and get out of the program or stop the program immediately. Okay, so I am just copy pasting these things 7 times. So this is case 2, this is case 3 here. So if the user gives input 3, then we are going to give here Monday, and this is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, 1 2 case 2, case 3. Okay, let me change the cases also. 4, this will be case 5, this will be case 6, and this will be case 7. Okay, so that means if the user gives 1, it will show Saturday. If the user gives 2, then we are going to print Sunday, and so on. Okay, but if the user gives something which is not inside 1 to 7, or it can be 0 or greater than 7, so for that we are going to print a certain code or show the user some message. Okay, so for that we are going to use default keyword. So with this default keyword, if we are going to print that cout error, please enter something between 1 to 7, and at last break. Okay, so if this 7 condition, this is condition 1, this is condition 2. Okay, so this is what? This is condition. These are conditions. Condition 1. And this one is condition 2, this is condition 3, this is condition 4, 5. We have 7 conditions. And if these codes from 1 to 7 are condition, these 7 condition, if any of the condition doesn't matches, then we are going to execute this code. And that is, in there we use this default. If the above conditions are not matched, then we are going to execute this, or the program is going to execute the default code block. Okay, so let us try to run the program and see the output of this program. Okay, I'm running the program here. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, so here the program is asking to enter a number. Okay, so I am going to enter a number like 7. Okay, you can see our answer has been printed Friday. Here you can see in case 7 is Friday. Okay, now let us try to run the code again and see if we give some values which are not in the case. Okay, however I am giving 9 here. Okay, you can see the default code block here which we have seen here. You can see the code inside the default has been executed. Okay, you can see the program has returned us with an error message saying that please enter something between 1 to 7. That means 9 which I have entered didn't match these cases, case 1, case 2 till 7. It didn't match any of the cases, so the default code block has been executed. Okay, so this was the basic understanding of switch statement. So that's all for this video. We will be talking more about C++ programming fundamental in our future videos. Thank you for watching.